What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be discussing a Chicago Bulls injury update ahead of our next game against the Orlando Magic. Now, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I am relatively scared about this Orlando Magic game, not necessarily because of what their record is, because they are a tanking team at the end of the day, but there are a couple of things about the Orlando Magic that does get me a little bit nervous towards this game. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the chances the Chicago Bulls have to walk away with a win in this type of game, and your overall thoughts and opinions on the Chicago Bulls in general, because it is a big topic of discussion today. First things first, we'll talk about the injury updates. We've actually got some positive news to talk about. Coby White has been listed as questionable to play in this game against the Orlando Magic. That means there's a 50-50 chance that Coby White might play this game. 50% chance that he will play, 50% chance that he won't play. Now, ultimately, Coby White, at the end of the day, again, a lot of our bad form. Look, we like to put a lot of blame on a lot of people, but we can't put any blame on Coby White for how bad we've been over the last 3 games, the last 5 out of our 6 games, ladies and gentlemen, and that is just the hardcore truth of the situation. He's not been involved in any of it, and at the end of the day, if he does come back, I would be happy, because obviously I predicted him to come back against the Orlando Magic, but we're going to have some fresh legs that can hopefully make a big difference in the team. And at this point, what do we have to lose to try Coby White and see what he can bring to the table, whether he's going to be hot or whether or not he's not going to play very well? Maybe he can offer something different to this team, a new dynamic that can help us win. At the end of the day, a win is all that we really want as a Chicago Bulls team right now, and hopefully we will get that win. But then, ladies and gentlemen, we move on into the next player, and this is a bit of an upsetting one, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we saw Patrick Williams towards the end of this game against the Pelicans limp out of the arena, and obviously now we have, come to the conclusion that he does have, I believe it's a foot injury, an ankle sprain or something like that, and he is listed as questionable to play against the Orlando Magic. Now, questionable is again 50% chance he will play, 50% chance he may not play this game. And that is obviously a blow for the Chicago Bulls, but considering what could have potentially been the outcome, I would say this is relatively minor, and I'm very thankful because of that. We may see no time missed from Patrick Williams coming off of that game. And I think a lot of people would have taken that every day of the week. The last thing that we need, especially with how bad we've been playing, is injuries to our guys. Maybe this is an indication that he might not start in the next game against Orlando. I feel like a lot of people want some changes to be made at Patrick Williams' spot, whether rightfully or wrongfully so, is probably up for grabs by other guys. But at the end of the day, I'm very, very thankful that he will be available, most likely, or again, he won't be out for too long for the Chicago Bulls. So altogether, ladies and gentlemen, that's a little bit of a positive, thing to say in relation to that Patrick Williams might not miss any time. But unfortunately, if he does miss time, hopefully he'll get back soon, and we can, go on a good win against Orlando without him, and that's exactly what we need to do. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this Orlando Magic game. I am very scared about the Orlando Magic team. Now, again, their record is not very impressive at all, and they're definitely a team that will be tanking to hopefully get the #1 pick. We may very well get our pick back from the Orlando Magic with how we're playing, ladies and gentlemen, but nonetheless, it is very important to understand that Orlando do have different priorities than the Chicago Bulls. However, I do feel a little bit scared from this, and the reason why is that their matchups are going to be big problems for the Chicago Bulls, especially the Chicago Bulls we've been seeing over the last 2 games. The team that gives up, the lack of energy in all 4 quarters. Our defense has not been very good the last 2 games, and our offense has been 10 times worse as well. If we fail to see a good moment out of the Chicago Bulls, a good positive game, Orlando can definitely stun us and punch us in the mouth and take a win over us, and they did it last year as well. We cannot forget what Orlando Magic did to us last year, and we cannot forget where we are as a team right now. We are struggling as a team right now. Orlando has the size advantage over the Chicago Bulls. Orlando do have length in every single department of their team, and they're obviously a young team that's going to play hard, not give up, and fight. And unfortunately, I can't say the same thing about this Bulls team. We're definitely not young. When we usually like to give up, we gave up in the last 2 games at least, and at the end of the day, I'm not sure how hungry we are to actually go and get some wins. So this is going to be a big game for the Bulls. Maybe not in terms of the teams that we're facing, but a big game to finally respond. And again, the response is coming too late. We should have responded against the Pelicans, but we didn't. But we're going to need something out of this game. Otherwise, there are a lot of Bulls fans that will be furious about this current situation, as if there's not enough already of those to go around. So it's going to be a big game for the Bulls. They have to come in and they have to respond. I can see this being the case where, again, Orlando causes us so much problems. They have a lot of points in the paint. They do very well on the defensive end against us. We're too stagnant offensively and defensively. And I can very much see a situation where the home crowd could boo the Chicago Bulls fans by halftime if they don't get their act together. So that's why it's a big game for the Bulls. We'll wait and see what they do. I'm not going to go any further into it. Again, I want this Bulls team to succeed. I want changes to be made. I want this Bulls team to be, again, a team full of positivity again, a team that's going to fight again, a team that shows their heart like they did last year. And all these questions now that we're seeing from this Bulls team, it's very, very disappointing that we've been asking these questions. So I hope they have chances to rectify these things. I hope they go on a good winning streak. But all I can say as well is this win, if we do get a win over Orlando, will not change much for many people. We're expected to beat Orlando. But the teams after that, if we continue to go on a positive winning streak and we continue to fight in games, maybe people will start to slowly believe in the Chicago Bulls team again. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next Bulls video, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.